So today I'm going to share with you a freight broker sales hack to help you stand out from the crowd. Whether you're a freight broker or you're in real estate or you're in the insurance industry or you're a car salesman or whatever industry you're in, one of the biggest challenges is differentiating yourself as a company and as a salesperson, obviously, and as a product and service. But as a salesperson, you are charged and you are paid to get people's attention. You are paid to stand out from the crowd. And that's what the top salespeople are able to do. Now, there's a lot of different ways to do that, but this sales hack today is something I don't see any freight brokers using. I don't see any freight broker trainers talking about. Now, of course, after I do this video, they'll all start talking about it because imitation is the greatest form of flattery, but that's okay. So without further ado, the sales hack that I want to share with you today is leveraging video in your prospecting and sales efforts. All right, so why did I decide on this today? I had thought about this for a while now because you know what, guys, I'm a big fan of LinkedIn and I have the LinkedIn app on my phone. And what you probably don't realize is that the LinkedIn app, in the messenger component of the LinkedIn app, it actually has a place where you can actually create a short video in LinkedIn Messenger and send it to one of your contacts, one of your prospects, one of your customers, one of your connections. So it's built right into the app. You don't have to have a separate app or anything special to do that. And you can send somebody a video. Now, that was just my initial idea. And then I said, you know what? There's other ways to use video besides just LinkedIn. Although I think it's an amazing way to differentiate yourself on LinkedIn is by using short videos. So the two ways that I believe freight brokers can truly benefit and get more customers using video is one, using it as a way to stand out during cold outreach, whether that be through email or through LinkedIn. Predominantly, those two channels is how you would stand out using video, right? Number two would be, it's a great way to reconnect with prospects that maybe have went cold somewhere in the sales cycle, right? Maybe they've ghosted you. Maybe they went cold. Maybe you just haven't been able to get them back on the phone or respond to an email. So those are the two primary ways that I think freight brokers could start leveraging video as a way to get more customers. And the key there, again, is to differentiate yourself. You've heard me say it before, different is better than better. That's Sally Hogshead. She said that many, many times. And she and you are probably sick and tired of hearing me say that. But different is better than better. And this is one of the ways you can be different and stand out from the crowd. Okay. So those are the two ways that I recommend you use it. Now, why video? Okay, why should you start using video as a freight broker or freight agent during your outreach and sales efforts? Okay, number one, it gets people's attention. 80% of people, okay, would prefer to watch a short video versus the 20% that would prefer to read text. Okay, it's that simple. Video is the world we live in. It's TikTok, it's Instagram, it's Facebook, it's YouTube, it's LinkedIn. Everything is video. So the reason why everything is video is because it's the way that consumers and buyers prefer to consume their information. Okay, so number two, video builds trust faster than any other medium. Phone, even still images, right? Video, other than face-to-face, right? Face-to-face is probably the only exception to that. If you can get face-to-face, shake somebody's hand, sit down across the table from them. But unfortunately, you can't do that in every situation, especially when you're cold prospecting. So video is probably the next best tool that you could possibly use outside of face-to-face prospecting, okay? So it builds trust better than text or email. And then number three, it increases sales engagement, including your response rate, including dialogue, including even scheduling meetings, okay? Now, you're rarely going to close a deal using video, but you can use it as the tool, the mechanism to push that sale to the next stage. It's great for getting appointments. It's great for building rapport. It's great for moving that sale to the next step. And of course, you're probably going to have to get on the phone or a Zoom call or face-to-face in order to finalize the terms of that deal. But ultimately, the key to success here, I'm going to give you a few tips about doing these videos. And then I'm going to try to play a video for you. I'm going to share a short video of an example of somebody, a salesperson who's using video as a way to do outreach. And this is just a simple example. There's 100 different ways to do this, okay? Now, the key to success is keep it short. I say if it's a prospecting video, a cold outreach, you're probably going to want to keep it, 30, 60, 90 seconds at the most. Now, if it's a follow-up video where you're following up with a prospect or there's a specific question or you've already been engaged with them in some way, shape, or form, face-to-face or over the phone or even via some digital messaging, maybe those would be maybe 2 to 5 minutes, but you're probably going to want to keep these videos pretty short. Don't get too long-winded, okay? Number 2, big tip here. Research your prospect. Again, you have to research your prospect. I've said it before. I'll say it again. You need to gather sales intelligence. You need to figure out what's relevant, contextual, timely, and speak their language. What's important to them? And then use that sales intelligence as a component of that video, right? And then number 3, you need to customize every video to the prospect. You're not going to create some generic one-off video. Hi, my name is, right? You're going to use their name. You're going to use their customer name. You're going to shoot this video specifically for that prospect. And again, you're going to be using that sales intelligence that you gathered that I talked about in number 2. Number 4, you're going to want to add a call to action. You need to ask them to do something at the end of that video. Either it's reply back, schedule a meeting, something, right? Send you something, right? You need to add a call to action in that video. As you're talking, use that opportunity at the end to engage them, tap into their curiosity, tap into the momentum that you've created and the rapport you've built, and use a call to action in that video. And then number 5, whenever you're sending a video via email or even LinkedIn, for example, like I shared with you, you're going to want to make sure you have a good subject line, a good title, right? You need to invoke curiosity, right? To get them to watch the video. Because again, these people are busy. Everybody's busy. But I can tell you that most people surveyed, and the stat that I read recently was that 80% of people prefer video over text to consume their content. And so, yeah, those are a few tips. Now, let me share with you really quick an example of a video, just one way that people are using video as a way to stand out from the crowd. And now you'll be able to hear it.
Hey, Rebecca, Morgan Gillespie here at Terminus. Hope you're having a great Wednesday. Wanted to make this quick video for you because I've been doing some research on MapQuest and came across your LinkedIn profile. It looks like you are a beer connoisseur and you've worked with numerous beer companies. So wanted to kind of explain how account-based marketing can relate to a good craft beer. So if you look at that traditional sales or marketing funnel, you just put in a bunch of different leads and hope that they'll turn into revenue at the bottom of that funnel, which kind of amounts to a bunch of cheap beer, I guess you could say. And if you were to take that funnel and turn it upside down and focus on your best fit target accounts, Terminus comes into play, where we are able to put highly targeted display ads only in front of the key decision makers and job functions that you're selling to within those target accounts proactively. So think of this as the opposite of a retargeting ad. It's actually pre-targeting. So these people, they don't have to come.
Okay, so I think you guys get the point. The point is this. Do you see how that is different than just sending a text-based message? Do you see the power and the rapport? And do you see the clarity of the message? And do you see why it's so much more compelling than just using text? I mean, that girl did a fantastic job. I knew absolutely nothing about her company, right? I knew absolutely nothing about her, but I immediately liked her because her enthusiasm, her passion, her intelligence, her knowledge was all that I was left with at the end of that. And I have a high probability that I'm going to respond back to her, whether that be with a question or asking for information and or to maybe just schedule a meeting to learn more, right? So that's a perfect example of a salesperson using video. Now, that wasn't a freight broker. And the reason why I couldn't find an example of a freight broker doing it. Now, maybe in the future, we'll do some additional trainings on this, but right now, I just wanted to share that with you. And here's how I'm going to kind of close it out. There are 4 different types of videos that I think salespeople can use in their prospecting efforts. All right. That was what I call a webcam intro, right? That's a webcam video that salesperson did. So you could just have a simple webcam video or a simple phone video off of your smartphone, right? Just like I talked about with LinkedIn. Number two, you could do a screen share. I just did a screen share, but you could do a screen share of a press release. You could do a screen share of their LinkedIn profile, an industry related article. You could do a screen share of almost anything and use that as the backdrop to the video and talk about that content as it relates to that. You could also do frequently asked questions. You could create a whole list of frequently asked questions and you could share those as a part of your follow-up process. But they come in video versus text. And another great way, one of my favorite ways to use video in the sales funnel is with customer testimonials, right? If you can get a customer to shoot a short 30, 60-second testimonial about you and about your company and about their experience, you will never find a better sales tool than that, okay? So those are a few things that I wanted to cover today. And I hope you enjoyed this Freight Broker sales hack to stand out from the crowd. If you guys enjoyed this, and you want to hear more content, more training related to how to use video, where maybe I can do a little bit deeper dive, make sure you comment below and let me know. I really want to hear from you, okay? And for those of you that are curious about becoming a freight broker or a freight agent, and you're just looking to get started up, maybe you're in that early phase of discovery and you're looking for something that can take you from A to Z, check out freightbrokerbootcamp.com. Been in business over a decade, trained over 10,000 students, and we have a 60-day, 100% unconditional money-back guarantee. Now, if you're looking for help on the sales side, this is a little bit more of a sales training video. And if you're looking for more help on the sales side and how to get shippers, and maybe you've made it past that initial startup phase and you really want to dig in deep, I have what's called my Freight Broker Sales Accelerator program. That's a 5-week coaching program where I take that piece of my brain, I transplant it into your head, and I teach you everything I know about freight broker sales strategies, tactics, tools, and my entire freight broker sales system that allowed me to do over $200 million as a freight broker, okay? So you can check that out at freightbrokerbootcamp.com/waitlist. Thank you so much for being here. Listen, hit the like button, right? Hit the like button, share the stream, hit me up with the comments, and I look forward to seeing you on the next Freight Broker Bootcamp Live.